Sensible. I can be sensible. Yes, I can. Don't worry. Have you ever looked at a pretty watercolour and wondered how, in just a few simple, confident strokes of a paintbrush, someone has created a whole scene? Have you ever tried watercolours yourself and discovered that it isn't as effortless as it looks? There are hundreds of different types of equipment in the art shop, and is it that you just haven't got a clue where to start? Or can you see the pencil drawing through your paint? Does your paper dry all wiggly? What on earth is a wash, and what is it even for anyway? I want to help you transform your work into the graceful dance of a brush. How would it feel to grow and nurture your paintings into a proud, colourful statement of joy? Do you want to learn to use colour well, make gifts for other people, or maybe just remove the frustration and be a little more confident? I want you to make rapid, dramatic improvements to your work, making irresistible paintings that you are proud of. I've been empowering people to improve their art practice for 25 years. But a few years ago, I was in a place probably a lot like you. I was enjoying my art, but there were certain things I was having trouble doing well. I was always a loud artist. Everything I did was big and bold and confident and colourful. We all have our way of doing things, and that was mine. Painting giant murals and making grand statements. But anything that was a little more quiet, a little more nuanced? Nope. That was where my frustration started. I know what it's like to doubt yourself and your abilities. So you see, I'm a lot like you. I've been in a place where I was discouraged and unable to see past my own comfort zone and thought myself incapable of working in a particular way. I've met people who can draw but say they can't paint. I've met people who love to sew but have trouble visualising a design on paper. People who fight with perfectionism? I've fought all the isms you can imagine. Maybe a teacher once told you that people like you couldn't or shouldn't draw, and their voice has always followed you around like a ball and chain. Maybe watercolour painting is a particular area of art that you just can't get your head around, and it exasperates you. I want to be the skilled, professional artist looking over your shoulder and helping you fix problems with controlling the paintbrush the way your brain wants you to. But here's the truth. There are a few basic principles that are the key to watercolour painting. When you know these simple techniques, you'll be able to get creative again with the tools that you need to paint with confidence. I want to guide your hand and show you the way. I've been talking a lot to my students lately about their struggles with painting, and although I've had a lot of questions, one particular problem keeps popping up. What do I buy to get myself started? So I just wanted to show you what I've got, what you need, and also what you don't need. Buy 3 brushes: a larger flat brush, a medium brush, this is a size number 6, and a small brush for details, this is a number 1. When it comes to a paint palette, you don't need a million colours, just a basic palette of tablets. You can also buy it in tubes, but the small tablets are less of a fuss, particularly if you're painting outside. You don't need to spend loads of money, but do go with the best that your wallet can justify. The very cheap paint will have less pigment in, that's what makes the colours all vibrant, so it'll be muddy and harder to work with. Don't buy a posh palette to work on. Just use an old, unpatterned plate or a tile. It just needs to be something glazed that doesn't absorb the paint. For paper, you do need to buy a pad of specialist watercolour paper to get good results. But you can buy these from any art shop, and generally the thicker the paper, the easier it will be to work on. At my upcoming Watercolours retreat, you have the chance to learn the foundational techniques you need to get started from the comfort of your own home, so that you can make something you're proud of and feel like a proper artist for the first time. By the way, you don't have to be good to be there, you just have to want to improve, to go up that creative ladder a couple more rungs. I provide a safe space for you to be comfortable, whether you're a beginner or whether you've been a beginner for years. Nothing is unworthy of attention and nobody is ever not good enough. So if you're unsure of yourself and need a little guidance through the world of painting, then this is just for you. because there's no right or wrong. My goal for you is that the retreat will put you on the right track towards paintings that you will be so proud of you'll want to hang them on the wall. So how are we going to do this? We're going to have a weekly evening retreat via Zoom for 5 weeks where you can put down the day's troubles and relax into a painting. Shut out the world, have some you time. Because you and I both know that you've earned that, am I right? We will cover a number of fundamental skills and we're going to make it fun. No boring drills, no confusing stuff. We're going to start with some quick warm-up skills and just see where you are. Then we're going to talk about how to map out a painting, how to use colour intelligently and effectively, and how to make marks on the paper that you're pleased with. Because art is about techniques and determination, which can then be surpassed by the joy of being creative. It has absolutely nothing to do with talent. You may not believe that yet, but with the skills you're going to learn here, you will soon find the thrill of loving something that you painted. Nothing about these techniques is difficult or some kind of magical secret sauce. My job is to give you confidence where you are, get you a few rungs further up that creative ladder and give you the techniques to take away and practice on your own. It's about the baby steps towards your goals at your pace in a nourishing community. I want you to make work that you feel is good enough to show someone, good enough to find a frame for, good enough that you show your partner and then find out a week later that they've been bragging to all their mates about it because they're so proud of you. I want you to feel relaxed and happy when you pick up a paintbrush and to smile because you know that this experience will be fun, not frustrating. When you join me on this retreat, you'll learn how to make art a zen space just for you. Because my world is a safe space to find out where your potential is going to take you. Creativity can be fun, and dare I say it, joyful. So watch out for my next email in which I'll share all the nitty-gritty details. If you aren't on my mailing list yet, you'll find the details and a free video gift just for you at the bottom of each of my YouTube episodes.